Un jeune homme au tribunal pour
4 ans de
terrorisme.
prison pour un
Un
terroriste
adolescent
âgé de
tire dans
14
une
ans.
école de
Bus
l'Ohio.
incendie, 12 ans de prison requis contre les 2 mineurs. 9 mois de prison pour un jeune criminel de Moncton. Les jeunes dans notre société sont souvent jugés et sous-estimés par les adultes.
En effet, l'image négative des jeunes apportée par les médias mène les adultes à avoir une image généralisée de ceux-ci.
Les jeunes sont donc jugés par les adultes, ce qui les blesse car ils sont rabaissés injustement.
La réalité, bien différente de ce que les adultes pensent, est que les jeunes sont capables de comprendre ce qui se passe autour d'eux et de prendre des décisions raisonnables.
Et vous, comment vous sentiriez-vous si on vous attaquait ainsi?
We are the youth of Canada. Nous ne devrions pas être jugés par notre apparence. We should not be categorized by the action of others. Nous sommes tous différents. We all hold different opinions. Nous devrions tous être traités de la même manière. We need to express ourselves. Nous avons besoin d'un environnement où nous pouvons être nous-mêmes. We contribute to society. Nous sommes tous des humains. We want to be heard. Nous sommes les jeunes du Canada.
Misspent youth. Confused and problems. I think of rebellion, trying to find your identity.
Following trends, finding yourself and how you fit within the larger scope of society.
Prejudice from, I guess, older groups.
Open heart and deep sadness.
Sex. Free time and all the, just hanging out and all the time we just wasted away, basically.
Boys.
Augusta.
Behavior issues.
Honestly, I'm all.
Immature.
Fruitless rebellion, cultural emptiness. You have growth, you have development, you have sexual awakening.
Our future.
Opportunity. Lack of pressure.
Opportunity, optimism, and just plain lucky. There's less of you, and you influence more authority.
I think, they're coming into a time where the opportunities are just absolutely endless.
Hope, freedom, opportunity.
Youth occupy a large percentage of Canada's population. We are asked to speak our minds. We are expressive in literature, with our clothing, our music, graffiti art, and even sports. But you turn your heads in disgust. You miss our messages of how we want to live our lives. We asked many people, both young and old, whether they thought graffiti was art or vandalism. Most of them felt that in the right place, it was art. There should be public places for the younger generation to express themselves. We are the future. Let the future speak today.
Hey, I'm part of the next generation, and I'm really sick about some things. I think us youth are getting a bum rap. Check this out. What's all the fuss about this graffiti stuff? It's not all bad. Let's look at both sides of the coin.
Graffiti's cool as long as people aren't rude. Don't be so rude, man. Be creative. Think about what you're doing with graffiti.
Call 911. We have a GIP.
What's up with regulating public spaces? We're not free to exercise anymore. What? No throwing down the half pipe, skateboards, or bikes? It's no wonder Canada's youth is getting fatter, and I don't mean P-H-A-T-T-E-R.
In fact, I've been told by senior sources in the Prime Minister's office that this is going to be one of the next big 5 priorities for the next election, is regulations in skateboarding, BMX, and graffiti. Seriously, maybe not the federal government and graffiti, but municipal government.
Freedom of expression.
Down with me. Is that the word you use nowadays?
Yeah.
Word up.
Qu'est-ce que tu vois? Vois-tu la beauté, le succès, le talent? N'est-ce pas ce que l'art est réellement? Est-ce trop cru, trop étrange, trop jeune? Veux-tu l'effacer, le camoufler, le mettre de côté? Est-ce que la beauté est dans l'œil de celui qui regarde, ou est-ce que la beauté doit être approuvée par la loi? Est-ce une preuve de force ou un appel à l'aide? Est-ce que l'art est la représentation de la vie, ou la vie est simplement l'art? On ne juge pas un livre par sa couverture. Est-ce que faire de l'art est un crime, ou l'art est un crime lui-même? On peint ce que l'on ne peut dire, on dessine ce que l'on ne peut faire, crée ce que l'on ne peut seulement imaginer. Notre voix ne peut se résumer qu'au silence. Vous dites que notre art vous effraie, vous inquiète, vous terrifie. Mais c'est la pensée de ne pouvoir s'exprimer qui nous fait crier.
Action!
Graffiti relates to youth culture in every way.
In my experience, is a form of vandalism.
Graffiti?
It's creative and for us to express ourselves.
I say it's good. Graffiti is an expression of what's going on, current events in youth's lives. I think.
Youth-friendly facilities.
No. Absolutely, completely.
Because of the lack of facilities, kids don't going to turn to crime, becoming more isolated with just looking at the internet instead of being part of a community.
But I do find that there aren't enough spaces just to let kids be kids, young people be young people.
The actions of a few youth grabs all the headlines, and then the majority of citizens say, well, screw the kids, what do they complain too much?
We need places to be ourselves, free of judgment and persecution.
We need a place to express ourselves.
Be it through music,
art, or athletics.
We need a culture that is positive
and a necessary force in defining who we are
and who will we become.
Today's youth culture is more diverse and influential than ever before. However, at this point in time, there's little opportunity to harness this power, and as a result, true cultural development is limited. In order to advance, youth need available and supported space to evolve and define their cultural identity. Opportunity for expression needs to be created for youth to expand their creative horizons and explore all of their unique skills and abilities. If space and support was provided, today's youth would flourish in all aspects, all while transforming into passionate and productive adult Canadians.
Feeling misrepresented and stereotyped by the media, we hit the streets of Ottawa and asked some questions about youth culture. I think that sometimes the media can over-exaggerate things about youth.
I think youth generally are seen as rebels, and they seem to be countercultural in many ways.
Like music videos, some guys have their shirts off and they show like really nice bodies, like abs and like huge pecs and stuff like that. Guys think they have to look like that.
And it really promotes this sort of stereotype of girls who hate each other and judge each other based on very superficial things.
They're only presenting youth that are very stereotyped. They're only skateboarding and defacing property.
Well, I mean, what you see is always, most often, the bad side of youth, I think.
I don't think we hear their voice enough. I don't see their interest in politics today.
We as youth need our voices to be heard. We need to make a change. It is up to us to take the next step.
Just do as much as you can, get as much coverage as you can, as much attention as you can, and eventually your message will be heard.